What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for a little bit of C Open. Not something I've done a lot lately, and I'll talk about why, hopefully in the coming weeks. But for now, we're going to go back out, hopefully get about 2.5 or 2 minutes of practice here, just to get warmed up. It is very early in the morning. It is 7:40 a.m. Very early for some good C Open. 120 laps here at Martinsville. I'm hoping it goes all right, at least. I have a couple check marks in mind. I'd like to get like a 30 or 40 lap run, see how the tires hold up, especially my right front. I generally struggle building here with my front tires, but we'll see if that ends up being the case. But yeah, in the meantime, I guess we're just going to kind of roll with it. And again, no expectations. Those of you that saw my video on Sunday, the street stock video, that was a lot of fun. And again, still don't know what I'm doing in that car either at Charlotte, but it was fun. I had fun at least, so that's a thing. But here we're going to aim for the same. Hopefully we can learn a little bit, get some good notes and figure out kind of what I need. What I haven't done is run any Mach Q laps. Not that that's the biggest thing, but it is relatively difficult to pass here, but not impossible. I guess the goal is going to kind of be a top 5. I think that this is going to be roughly a 15 car split at this time of morning. Single split in all likelihood. So not get killed is the number one goal. Don't die. But then I guess a top 5 would be a success, even if we end up being the number 1 truck by a long ways. That's still. Oh, excuse me, tired. Yeah. Number 1 truck would be acceptable result, as I just yawn for days. All right. So hopefully we can get out here, run a couple laps. I have no idea what kind of lap time we should be looking for, but I was not that fast, so. This is still like a work in progress 1.1 type of set. I haven't really had the time to put into this with being gone, and obviously when you're seeing this, I am gone in Louisiana. The biggest thing is going to be just data gathering, figuring out where we're at. Allowing just a little bit. There's a speed limit. Alright, let's back this up and go again. Got dead people all over the place. Alright, so maybe I'm not. Well, just being really bad right now. Alright, let's see if we can get a little bit of lap. We did have a big spin on the tires, but so we can get this one up semi-representative lap time. So we'll bear down the curve there. That's what we needed. Hopefully it's a 5. It's a 4. I'll take that. It's not, again, not the fastest thing by any means, but that was a full race run right in the morning. So hopefully we end up being a little bit better than that as we go. Save some front tires, but I think that I could probably run a high 3 if I ran a perfect lap, which again, I think the fast guys will be in the high 1s, if not better than that. But Martinsville is far from my best track, both as a driver and as a builder. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this before I left. I wanted to make sure I got one of these in before I had to leave and see where we're at, I guess is one way I put it. Knowing that it was going to be weaker, knowing that I was going to struggle, at least comparatively to the standard I should be at. But yeah, I don't really have any expectations, like I said. So I'm ready to go. We'll go right into it. I'm going to just go out on the Mach Q run, I guess, in this kind of warm-up session just to make sure that all like passes tech and works and everything. And then we'll be straight in the race time. So, yep, we are the number 1 truck predictably, but hopefully we can grab a top 5. I think that would be a success here. Hopefully we have 14, so. Yeah. How many sets of tires do we have? Not that it matters. We're not going to be pitting that much. Apparently we get 4 sets in the pits, which is a ton. We got just enough time here to go out and run a quick lap, I think. Make sure everything works. let's go to P1 for the moment at least. I anticipate that. Oh God, Justin. All right, let's not do that. That's going to be the goal for the race, apparently. That time, to be fair, I was driving with one hand, not paying attention. Yeah, I guess that's kind of just a baseline.
Just try not to let that happen during the race.
All right, here we go. I think Frank is very good. I've raced with him before. Who else is good? Claude is very good. I've raced with him before. Sylvain Jolly is very good. Alex, that name rings a bell, but it doesn't. I don't recall. I don't know RL Richard, so probably an alt. I have no idea, but RL seems like a weird, weird name to go by. But I'm not going to judge. So we do end up P1. I'm not sure if that's going to be the move. I don't think we're going to end up that Q here. So right up. All right, hold your breath. A little bit too much speed there for the center, just a little bit. Actually cut really, really well there. We're going to shut this down because it did crash there. And made a contact anyways. I slid the rear tires big time, but we still got another shot. 360 is pole right now. I think we can get close to that. All right, let's not do what I did right there. Both ends actually really wasn't great. All right, come on, Justin. We gotta run one, obviously, now that we threw away the first one. So let's get brave. Let's do it. Well, didn't quite have the confidence to run the full lap, but it's a 31, and that's a pole apparently for now. So I guess I'm pretty happy with that. I know that there are going to be faster guys than that run, but of those who have run so far, it's not awful. Obviously, I think Frank and Alex will still have something to say about that lap, but I'm happy with it at the very least. So it's a good start, good stepping stone, I guess. Hopefully, we can start in the first two rows, hopefully avoid a little bit of the chaos that's going to go on immediately, find a nice rhythm, and that'll be good. If it ends up being pole, great. I don't think it will, but we'll see how it goes. Frank did spin on his first lap, apparently, and did not get a lap in. Who's left? Just Alex? All right, so everybody except Alex. So we're going to be on the front row, I guess, but we'll see if Alex chooses to go out. Frank is going to be starting from at least 11th. Alex clocks in 5th quick on his first lap. Make sure that I'm recording here. Yes, we are. Perfect. All right. See what Alex's second lap is, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. I kind of expected that a couple more guys would run sub 5, honestly. I think that I could run a 4 fairly easily in race trim. Maybe not in this temp. I did not build for very long, but I did build in 101. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like a lot of guys are having qual issues or ping issues from the ANZ club or stuff like that. It's been long enough now that this lap is done. He needs to click done with Q. I need to sit here for another 4 minutes. Come on. Click the button, dude. We don't need to sit here for 90 seconds for no reason. Oh, God, the system, well, I hate it. People don't freaking use it how they should use it, and so we sit here for no reason. That's okay. Whatever. It's all good. I guess we're going to win the poll, though, which is good. I guess that's encouraging. We still have a connection that makes a little more sense. I didn't realize he had disconnected. I don't actually know how I missed that. Did he never connect or did he disconnect? Oh, interesting. Whatever. Well, okay. 12 truck is here now. I swear I saw a checkered flag there, but maybe that's because he wasn't in the session. So Jose can come in. He won't have enough time to run the lap, but fair enough that he gets to load in. All right. Tywin. All right. Too early to be taking this seriously, but obviously it's what we got. So again, I am the lone representative of the Midwest. I am actually the lone American of the top 4 trucks. I didn't realize that. I knew Frank was Benelux and Alex was Australian, but Sylvain is Canadian. All right, the question is, what do we want to start with? I'm going to think third gear. Yeah, I think we're going to start third gear, at least in this first one, just see what we got. Make sure this is the race set. It is indeed. Again, we're going to put tires on at some point, but I don't know what the move is going to be when we get there, I guess we'll say. So. Just going to take it nice and smooth. Hopefully we can get a nice string run out and finish in the top 5. I guess not die would be the goal. I'm encouraged by the Q lap. I know it's not fast for what fast guys are going to run, especially on a perfect lap, but it's not awful. I guess I'll say that, which I'm encouraged by. So. Oh God, I'm gonna be yawning throughout this race, so I apologize. Man.
Good luck, everyone.
Too tired. If I fall asleep during this and junk the field, I apologize.
It is early. We will still blame you, though.
That's fair enough. It's not like the alt hasn't been banned before.
You know, there's always someone to blame.
I just got off work. I'm wide awake.
I always blame Obama, so.
Alright, what are we waiting for now? Come on. Waiting for 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Alright, there we go. Cool. 4 sets of tires and 120 laps. We will never need that, but I think tires are going to be a thing, so we'll see if we get a 30, 40 lap run. We'll think about coming and getting some. Because they will help, but you never want to be back by yourself, especially with the scrubs and not get killed. So. Again, official races here, not a league right now. We can go when we want. We'll see how that plays out as far as restart games, when we want to choose to fire, and so on. Don't know how well the thing is going to stick. It should stick pretty well in third gear. That's the hope, since I'm the one that's firing it. Just go for it. That's the hope, otherwise we will kill everybody immediately trying to fire off and making a fool out of myself.
Alright, wide open, all the grab.
Alright, Nick East, 13 truck. Not saying he's bad, but that kind of, it worries me a little bit when a single split like this. Oh, a guy at the bottom of the field is towards the front. Maybe he just has a really good setter, knows what he's doing here, but it does worry me a little bit because that's like we're talking 1,000 ironing now type of things. So. Alright, we'll see what we got. Here we go. Time to go 120 laps at Martinsville. Ducks, we got the lead at that point. I think that came up there kind of smoothly as far as the official starter thing. Maybe I was being dumb, but I didn't want to take a black flag for no reason, so we waited until the green. It's all good, we got away. Oh, that was an awful corner. that. It's tricky. Get it just right around here. There's actually a pretty good center exit there. Pull away the front two just a little bit. And first yellow today. We will not be here. No dive.
Those 4 laps felt so long. Felt like a really long green line.
Alright. How long can we go on fuel? That's the question. Just about all the way, but not quite. So we're going to need fuel at some point. But, 80, 90 laps should be easily able to do that. So anytime after, lap 30 or 40, we'll come put some tires on at least. See how it goes, and then maybe, again, another 40, 50 to go to make sure we have something at the end. That's how I always plan to play out. And of course, when you get track position at the end, it's really hard to give that up to come in pit. But it's super hard to pit from the lead here because, you're the leader and you're out of the chaos. But at some point, it will be faster for sure to put some tires on. You just got to predict when that long run's going to come, which is very, very hard. So if everybody knew how to do it, we'd have nice, clean races, and everybody would figure it out and work well together. But we don't. So we'll see. It is tricky to pass here on equal tires. Even if you have a nice pace advantage, it's hard to set up passes around here, so we'll just have to keep that in mind. To the green, perfect, because there's no lap trucks, so why are we taking all these pace laps we don't need? Again, I don't know. I haven't let a racer want to pull in anything in a really long time. Maybe we do have in the Open Series now the restart zone effect. I didn't see that in the rules, but I also did not look very closely either. It's cool if it is in the rules. We'll find out here on this restart because he'll tell me. But that's pretty cool if that's a thing now that they've gotten working good enough to have it in the official series, or at least the higher ranking Open Lobby official series, whatever. That's pretty cool if that's the case. So. Whatever, we'll get ready to rock here. 40-mile-an-hour pace car speed for this Audi, whatever it is thing. I think it's technically not a real car. I think it's a made-up car, but it's an Audi S5 or something. I'm not sure. Let me look at it. So, yeah, restart zone is in effect, so we get control here. Does work nicely when you have control. Super hard to be on the outside here trying to maintain that pace car speed, obviously. But,
Go ahead, Bob.
Worked out there.
You got it, Devin.
Seems like I had a pretty good exit roll. I just gotta get my entry center where I want. If I get it wrong, we're in bad shape, but it's not awful. I always struggle with center roll here, especially as the tires wear off. Just can't keep taking it down the curve like I need to. More front tires, which is probably a design flaw by building more than anything else. I don't know what the trick is around here. I had something really good once, like 2 years ago, and messed it up and then could never find it again. But doing okay. We're cruising all right. Looks like the field is relatively spread here. Fast guys have come to the front from their back starting positions. Frank is not yet up towards the front, but we will be here at some point. I am sure of it. A little bit overcast probably won't help me actually, but we'll see how it changes everybody else at the very least. Still cruising, we're still leading. We're a tenth of the way through, so we haven't died yet. Not last yet. Some nice laps here though. This race definitely an hour, that'd be alright. quite have that center roll still now. Looks like the 5 behind is a little bit better at the center roll for now. We got dead people, so it's okay. We don't have to worry about it. We are going to stay out again. I mean, we ran roughly 10 green laps now. Just not worth it to bid at this point, I don't think. Again, we got the 13 truck spinning around, who I mentioned earlier. There's a disconnection from the one dude, so we will not be last today. That's good. Hopefully we won't have too much more of that. I don't really like when we have these, even though you lead the race and it's good. You don't really want to have race take that long because people keep spinning out. So. It's pretty cool that the safety truck lights around the track now light up. And the top 6 in the iRacing are back up in the top 6 now, which I predicted. It's pretty cool though that you have the safety truck lights around the track firing off. At least I saw that one at the end of...
I know it might be a dumb question, but I don't really give much. Are you...
I don't know what the hell that dude just said. Is that look good?
Broke up 8.
Are you shifting here?
Absolutely not, unless you want to be in the garage soon.
Yes, not in that.
Always gotta have the "You're welcome" hotkey ready to go. It's a useful feature.
Hey, I don't know if it's just me, but you're blinking every so often. It might just be on screen, so.
Hopefully 2 to green again since we don't have lap trucks. Sweet.
During this or during caution?
Even your mic's a little laggy.
Well, we're going to lead 20 laps of this thing, so that's a good thing. I shouldn't say that because we're only going to lead 19 officially, and if we get killed immediately, we won't lead 20, so now I've jinxed it. Yeah, they updated the pit lights too as well for the pit road entry, because now the pits are closed.
There.
That's pretty cool. I've never noticed that. I don't know how long it's been a thing, actually, I'll be honest, because I haven't really run anything like this in a long time where I wouldn't pay attention to that, but it didn't used to be like that, I'm sure of that.
Just be a little smoother, back your corners up. I watched you a little bit, that's all you have. You don't need this shit.
That's
Just
18
back your
laps
corners
led.
up and a little bit more control.
15% done.
I don't know if this will help you, but if you come down right here into turn 1 and 2, there's these, that long black NASCAR line is where I check up, and then 3 and 4, there's 3 red lines on the wall. You'll see them have to get ready to come up. That's my second break point.
lap. Good start, 6th of the way done. 16.6%. Happy with the truck actually at this point. We'll see again if we need a longer run for the tires shake out, but I'm pretty happy with it. Still just rolling smooth, that's the goal. We've had some good CF field trucks here in the past, and Xfinity cars as well for that matter. I've won some C Open races here before. Haven't ever won a league race here, I don't think. We just haven't had a bunch. There's the sun back, that'll help a little bit for our center roll. 5 seems to roll center just a little bit better than I am behind. I obviously haven't really gotten a true gauge from everybody else. I think I'm okay for now, at least. Not a little bit twitch there. Gotta get back in a nice rhythm. Talk less in the corners would help. Get some winners up ahead.
Watch out, we got one flipped over. Turn 2. Hey, what the heck was that, man?
Okay.
Sat up there for a while, didn't he?
I was holding green the whole time. It wasn't letting me go. And I don't know what happened. I got into the next to him. Got side in the corner. I tried to go underneath him, and then I pulled it together.
It's pretty impressive to flip here, though.
Well, I have no idea. I'm right behind both of them, and they ignored each other, and he's upside down. I don't know. Fuck to you, though.
All right, not second to last either. That's
I'm glad he
interesting.
disconnected. He was lagging
Barry
bad.
back up to 7th. So it must be messy back there, 8th or 12th, I guess now. So we're running out of trucks though, so that's encouraging. Might mean we go green for a while here at some point.
Just
Just gotta keep that in mind how many we have left when you're thinking about pitting and so on.
Yeah, I
So
got a bad exit, and he cut behind and he just got straight into the back.
pink and green, interesting helmet color
I don't know,
combo there.
dude. It looked like
14
he
truck.
turned left on you. I don't know what his problem was.
Yeah, so hopefully with 12 trucks here, this is our last kind of caution for a little while at least. I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind.
Your damage ain't too bad. It's just a little
We'll see if we
crumbled
go a
up
little bit
paint
here
zone.
without a yellow now, which will make pit stop decision
Yeah,
easier.
it
It seems like the two guys that were involved in multiple cautions now may or may not be gone. So hopefully we'll spread out, get 20, 30 laps in, and we can at least think about making the pit stop at roughly halfway, and that'll be that. If we get another yellow at all, which would be interesting actually. If we don't, obviously you don't want a short pit. There is time to be had doing that. Hell, depending on what lap it is, you might even consider 2 tires. It's probably a death wish, but if you just need a couple gallons of fuel at a place like this, it's not the worst decision ever. If you got pit with like 15 to go for fuel under green here, it's not the worst decision ever. But we'll deal with that when we get there, if we get to that point, which hopefully we do not. It's telling me I have 113 laps left. We only need 90. We're gonna have roughly 90 to go. But, don't know how much fuel we need, but I want to make sure we at least are set to get some. Now we are. It's just a crapshoot of how much you need though, because you're running under caution so much, you don't really get a true fuel mileage gauge. I think we would need roughly, a quarter tank or so, which would be plenty. So we'll see. Restart attempt. What is this? Our 3rd restart now, plus the initial start. So.
Clear.
Sylvian's playing a good friend there in 3rd to get everybody some laps. looks like based on some of the gaps, again, it's not an absolute science, but we at least have like the second best truck as we go a little bit here, so that's encouraging actually. Or at least in the ballpark of this guy, whatever that means. Top 5 should be something we're able to do here if we don't have anything go drastically wrong. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore.
I need to call someone to my wife back here.
Yeah, he must have towed before the flag came out.
I thought we were closer to that guy than the previous guy.
He's telling you what a legend.
Whenever y'all catch me, I'm going high.
Alright, so we got a little bit of space now with that, whatever it was. Not that really changes things, we're not really watching it here at this point. Say there were a couple guys who remember Barry Kramer being one of the rollers that have pitted in this race. Just something to keep in mind. Now, granted, they pitted on the first 5 laps of the race, but that might be the difference on this fuel miles. I'm not exactly sure.
I'll say hi, Julia.
No. Go ahead. I'll follow you. Go.
They're back there trying to let each other go. Interesting.
Yeah, I butchered it at that point and then get it back down.
Brother, appreciate it. Alright, so now we have a really big lead. Which actually does help us. If we fall off, we can keep going. We are at the pit stop point now. If we get a yellow here, we run long enough to have enough laps in these tires. With this lead we got, though, we can go another 20 laps before we have to make that choice. Like we hit lap 70-ish and be set. I don't think lose the lead unless this thing just goes to shit. A little bit free on entry, actually. I would dial some more front brake in, but I think that's helping me in the corner. Jeez, I'm gonna leave it for now. It's getting really bad. Yeah, on the braking, I'm a little bit too free. Rear tires are obviously going off as well, not helping anything. Feel okay though. I'm encouraged, considering again, like I said, I know it may not look it in this race, but this is one of my weaker tracks. It's definitely one of my weaker building tracks.
Woohoo! Love it.
Doing okay though, we're still cruising. Not losing massive chunks of time at the moment. I still have my truck in one piece, which is always good to know too. So we can lap these couple in front of us. It makes decision really easy when we have 8 trucks on the lap. I would expect they would all just come in with me, especially since most have not stopped. We're still
that.
Interesting. All right, we're gonna
You couldn't. The guy you kick, eh? You had a kick. Get us both.
Yeah, it just got loose and couldn't hold
sort
it.
of late exits. So.
Turn the wheel hard right, stay in that wall. Don't come.
Well, I got you.
Nice.
Of course, we are in box number 1. Keep that in mind. I think that was a good enough move right there. Looks like the 5 stayed out just to make sure you get lapped would be my assumption. Come on, boys, big stop. Maintain the lead, that's good. So one, I guess, mandatory pit stop done for the day. Won't lead all the laps because Richard's going to go up and lead this one on pit road, which is fine.
Sorry about that, Devin.
Alright, so we're at least done with fuel. We don't need any more fuel in this one. Of course, we may come and get tires again. We'll see how it plays out.
I don't think we got any extras for it.
No, I didn't. I
Just
wasn't
about
sure if you
halfway,
did
not
or
quite.
not.
We will be the leader. We didn't lead all the laps at this
Those
point.
water barrels come up pretty quick.
Still good. Still good. So now there were 3, I
Yeah,
guess, at the
before I
front.
tried
I
to
don't
move
know
a
what
little bit
happened
to the
to
right,
Frank.
but I didn't want to
Get
have an
damage.
unsafe pit exit
Yeah, looks
either.
like you might have had damage from some point. So there's really only 3 trucks left at the front, I guess. I think Easter back up to 4th. He had issues early, but he's still cruising. Obviously, pretty good speed. Yeah, remember we got fresh tires on it now, not to make a silly mistake. Nothing stupid. Still in good shape. Yeah, right about 50 laps in. Now, granted, that's probably only about 35 or 40 green flag laps right there, but that's we're starting to run out of rear tires, so keep that in mind when we get about to lap 100 or so. Assuming it goes green, then we're going to have, about lap 90, 95, start to see some rear tire wear, a little bit of slip on the front tires and so on, so keep that in mind. If we're going to pit, though, we got to pit again like lap 90, like there's no time to be messing around. I would anticipate that we're probably done. Getting the pit so close to halfway, my intention would be not to come back. We'll see. We'll see how it works out if we're still the leader. If we're not the leader, we're here to win, so might as well try something different. We'll see how it plays out. For now, doing okay. Alright, got a little bit of a gap now at least. And same deal. Bring it back into a nice rhythm here. Work through it for a little bit. Remember how the tires feel when they're new. Not overdrive the corner ideally.
That was nice. Go ahead. Maybe you'll have better luck getting around 3.
Yeah, I was behind you guys left to know first 50 laps.
Sylvanus and Ray is
Taking all 3, about 3 or 4 of my noses.
That's lap actually right there.
Start using your brain like you're doing number 13 and you'll get off the 897 iRacing or whatever.
Ouch.
Before coming off pit road.
Just in kind of cruise mode, not pushing too terribly hard, trying to make sure we have a little bit of tire left at least. We'll see. Obviously, you want to leave more stuff crazy as like the wall there, looking at other stuff. Let's see it. Just a touch. Won't hurt anything. Won't help anything, I should say. Still okay. Entry's okay,
Just give me 13, I'll let you have it.
at least for now.
You're fine.
Still
I'm
isn't
gonna ride
ideal.
down left and I'll go ahead
Center
and take
exit's
it.
actually pretty good, almost a little bit too good. We gotta be careful. It's fast, so I'd rather have fast and a little bit scary than not that. Every time.
Wide, Jack. Wide. Right up down.
Or not.
Zach.
That's forward. Alright, well, I'll make a note if we ever have to lap that guy. I mean, one thing he's not aware of, he hit back twice. I've only been green for like 20 laps down. 45 to go is a long way for me to try to defend me off the standing good lap, especially when you still get the lucky dog in the red. Whatever.
Thanks, Isaac.
When I was building this, I did end up with a 400 left front spring, which I thought might be too soft, but I think it's really just about where I want to be. It's not perfect by any means, that's why I'm doing this race at least. I was happy with my roll with the left front of 400. To where I wanted that to be, I think that's pretty good. Sylvain's all over us here. Speed in this truck as we go here. Track's rubbing in nicely for him. Seems to be able to attack his entry a little better than I can. Center rolls pretty good as well. A little better excellent than my much. Spinners. Get a nice reset here. About 35 to go or so. I think it's, again, assuming we don't get any more pit stops, it's between the 4 and myself. It looks like Alex is pretty good, but just can't quite get enough long run speed after he fires off pretty well, so it's fine by me. Down to 6, going to be 7 on the lead lap. It looks like Claude's going to be a lucky dog. Assume he didn't pick up any X's there for some reason. We are not coming back to pit road, which means we are not coming back to pit road for the rest of this race. He's going to come do the opposite of what I did. I would do the same thing. We'll see how that works out. I think he has enough overspeed. How many stayed out? Just 2. Alright. Interesting. So just Alex, 9, and Jose as well. Jose stayed as well. So top 3 stayed. We'll see if that lets us get away. I think that he's going to have enough speed to come back and get us, but you can't pit from the lead. That's just so tricky. If we give a caution, if we go green, get a caution at like lap 100, we'll think about it. Especially with only, again, 6-7 trucks on lead lap or so. We'll see how much overspeed they have before we make that choice. I like the call on his part. Definitely what you should do. You're not going to beat me following me, I don't think. Although he did have good speed, so maybe he would have. It's actually going to only be the front 2 of us that stay out here, so keep that in mind. What were my tires the last time? 94, 96, okay. So Sylvain's going to be right behind us on 4 fresh tires. That's a little bit worrying, but again, I kind of expected that would be the move. But you can't pit from the lead and put yourself back in that with 35 to go, unfortunately. So we'll see how it plays out. Maybe it'll just kind of even out. Maybe he won't have enough overspeed to really come eat us up, but I think he probably will in 35 laps figure it out. Have enough to get at least one really good corner exit and make a dive somewhere, so we'll have to be mindful of that. Again, if we're able to hold him off for like 15 laps when he's all over us, get yellow lap 100 or so, we'll probably have to come and get tires. I think that would force our hand. And then at the very least, we'd have the advantage. Even if we're back in the pack a little bit, we would have the tire advantage for a nice 15 or so lap shootout. But I'm not going to predict that. We'll see how it plays out. Maybe we'll be okay the way we are. I just know that the entry roll he was getting, that's going to be tough to defend, especially when he's going to have a little bit better tires to pair along with that. So, but that's why they race, right? If we already knew how it was going to go, we wouldn't even bother. All right, restart's going to come with 33 to go. Just about quarter distance, a little bit more. Truck has been really good, not perfect, but really good. Happy with it, can't complain. feel solidly about it. Just have to ball up here and make it work with what we got, I guess. So. First time with the restart zone in an official race, and I really like it. I really do. It's pretty good. So. Second here, which is fine. I'd anticipate he's going to roll right up on us here. We'll see. It's all about learning. Exit rolls much better now on these tires. Alright, now what do we do? Can't pit with 2 lap difference, it's not going to be enough. So we got to stay out, I think, and just maintain the lead. Hope the 13 goes full send here. If you can't, the 2 lap difference going back to 6th or whatever is not going to do it for me, so. Sucky as that is, we kind of got to make our bet again here. Hope for the best. His center roll is now so much better with his exit, with those fresh tires on the back. I don't think we can hold that off, but obviously we have to try. So I had to do some bus parking. It's the move we got left, I guess. So. Good pit call by all those guys, though. I think that's the move to make. I didn't anticipate the rear tires playing that much of a factor, but it makes sense why they would. Frank gets back on the lead lap. He's had a rough go of it, at least since about halfway. Involved in one of those early cautions, had some damage he had to get fixed. I think we'll aim for the middle of the zone again. Hope the 13 is able to plug that hole at least for the meantime. I think he's faster than me as well, especially on new tires, but he's our shot, really, to at least get away a little bit. So less than 30 to go. We can't really pit at this point now that we haven't gone green. Just kind of made our bed, unfortunately. You can't pit with like 10 to go. You just won't have time, especially when people start wrecking, which they inevitably will. Obviously, if we get spun out or something, or move back to 4th, 5th, that makes the decision a lot easier when there's 7, 8, 9 trucks on the lead lap. But you can't pit from the lead. You just can't with the advantage the restart zone is, and you never know what can happen behind you. You can block a little bit. It's a whole thing that blends together as time goes on through this race. But less than 20 to go, you cannot pit from the lead. You just can't. Probably a mistake on my part. Should have taken the opportunity to put some tires on, even though we only ran 30 laps or so between when I pitted and when these guys came back in. But it's looking like that's the move, because I should have anticipated that more guys would do it, and therefore it would still be okay. So that's okay. Live and learn, like I said. Been out of it for a while, but those are the things you figure out and you make mistakes. Now we can see what the thing is like on old tires. So there goes another one. So we're down to 11 running, I believe. So at least, again, not last. Alright. 1 to green. Again, it'll be 25 to go on the restart here. Hopefully the 13 can plug this hole, at least give us a fighting chance. But if we get singled out with 25 laps, we're going to work me over. We're going to be in trouble, considering he had about 3 there. He was half thinking, ready to make a move. So. as he's going to get on those fresh tires especially. So. Give me the respect there on that track, appreciate it. This is such a good center bite now. Predictable. I don't even feel like mine is bad, it's just I can't keep new tires head to head. A little bit of a dive will give me a chance. Didn't feel like I was in there that time far enough, but I still managed quite a bit. Half the car length was so good at making that truck move. That time that was pulled by me. Being trouble down here. Slid the entry just a little bit there. It's so hard, you're like fighting one hand tied behind your back. I don't know a hell of a lot I can do, honestly. Other than spin out, that's not it. Definitely asking a lot of these rear tires for sure. And the front rear tires right now is my concern. Pass in the bottom, I'll give it that. Especially when you're trying to not just run me over. He has the entry and the exit to make it happen. It's just whether he's going to go full throw sometime. Caution eventually does help. Pull these puppies off, give us another shootout length. I still think we're in serious trouble, but at least now we have a fighting chance. We're going to be at 10, 11 to go. We didn't go 10 laps there. It's interesting. The question is, where do we
Lucky
fire?
dog up high, guys.
That is the very important billion-dollar question. So Richard's back on lead lap. He's still ninth. A lot of damage on that truck, though. All right, so we've led what 104 laps so far out of 105, which is gonna be disappointing when we don't win. But again, learn a lot, so it's not all bad regardless. I'm actually pretty encouraged, I'm not gonna lie. It's just drivers gotta be better, and I don't think the set's perfect by any means, but I think I ended up with a pretty good piece if I knew how to drive it. So that's encouraging at least. It's not like we've gotten run over here, so I think we're in a pretty good ballpark at least. So. Still pacing, that's good. Give me more pace laps. Give me a restart here, an immediate crash for 5th place, and then give me another restart, and then hopefully we'll be right at the end of this puppy and can have a fight shot. I think we're gonna go with middle again for the restart zone. That would be my thought. Leave us open to additional ideas as we go. Again, big props to Sylvain. I have no idea if we'll ever see this, but he's raced me with a lot of respect because I know he's got way more pace right now than I do, and he could have just sent it a couple times or run me over and just put me out of the way, which he hasn't done. So I greatly appreciate that. I'm not going to give him any freebies, obviously, I hope, unless I make a big mistake. But he's racing me with all the respect that someone should in this series. So I really appreciate that. Alright. Refocused up here. What, 11 to go on the restart, so getting down to the nitty gritty. All right. To go. I don't think we can hold them off unless they either get to battling behind us or he just chooses not to full send at one time, which I would. I'd full send it. I absolutely would. But you know, you got to be in a position, and I'm not sure exactly how he feels about that. I wouldn't want to be full send. Don't get me wrong, but I would absolutely full send this thing. So whatever we got here.
Stay on the model.
It's spinning just a little bit. Looks like they all did. Doesn't help me at all. I think this one, some kind of.
Sorry about that. Fucking Dana said with the second gear instead of forward.
Alright, time to go. Time to do this. He's just a lap down, like 2 cautions ago. He's up to 3rd. 8 to go. Beautiful. Those restarts have started to take a toll just a little bit on these tires. Every little bit helps. Obviously, ours aren't getting any better. Every little bit helps.
Okay.
Alright, well that helps. My checkered area.
Alright, 3. That's enough.
Sorry about that. Was not my intention to turn you.
Happens again, 3. You're getting put in the wall. I don't care if you report me or not.
Alright, well that helps us at least a little bit.
Hey, you made a mistake and went up wide all by yourself and wrecked yourself.
Obviously, we're not going to be not green, white, checkered down under 3 to go here. Coming to 5, we're still pacing, obviously. So 2 or 3 to go is going to be the move when we have lap trucks. So 5 to go.
We're starting right behind you.
We're going to see if they start sending each other back there. That'd be interesting. I think we get 3 green, white, checkered attempts, but this
If
is
you wreck me, yeah, you will get some
a
time.
natural one.
Lucky
Obviously.
dog on the outside.
Not a concern. At least not yet. He's still pacing again here. That's 4 to go. So maybe we'll get a green white checker. We'll find out because we'll get a green white checker attempt number 1 if this is pacing still. Because this will be 4 to go. We need 2 to go for that to be a natural. So let's see what this says. Yep, still pacing, so this is going to be green white checker attempt number 1, which actually helps us. Less attempts at this to go wrong. Hopefully it just takes 1, but you never know. So, what do I want to do in the restart zone? That's the question. Where do we want to go? He's been pitching me pretty tight, and I would too. I don't blame him one bit. Just a note.
Green light checkers? Question mark?
Alright, so we're going to be at 1 to go and get to restart on lap 119, 120, is that correct? So green white checker attempt number 1, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. Yeah, so good attempt number 1. I don't know what the thing is doing, it usually tells you. Yep. Attempt number 1 of 3. Awesome. I think we're going to have to get creative here. I still think that he's got enough overspeed to have a shot at this. Alright, here we go again.
Like Barry, you're an idiot.
Alright, we'll go again. Attempt number 2 coming up.
Dude, what was that? You're not even close to being clear. Come on.
Looks like the 3 is right with just about everybody.
Yeah, he tried to come down. That's what he was doing already.
Alright, well, it makes it interesting. So,
Somebody was going to get him. It wasn't me.
Buddy, running wide and wrecking yourself into the wall and then threatening to wreck other people. You don't have any brain.
what a mess. This race has kind of been a mess. I think everybody except for and myself have been in some kind of incident. So.
Lucky dog on the outside.
How many trucks are freaking his lap down? Whatever. Obviously, Alex will get his wave here, I guess. Whatever you want to call it.
Sorry, Nick.
We're getting a lot of laps left for this one, though, at the very least. And there's some good drama, so I hope everybody has an entertaining time with the drama, at the very least. So. Yay. Man, how long have we been going here? About an hour? Yeah, just about. Well, let's hope number 2 is the charm. Otherwise, I'll be ready for number 3. I still don't know exactly what I want to do here as far as this restart goes. We definitely have duelist tires in the field, except the 3 now because he couldn't pit because of needing this wave by. But I guess he's spun on his. Is my only thing. So mine's slightly better than his at least. So I haven't crashed mine yet. A couple clean trucks left. We're definitely gonna have to get creative again here. That was actually a really good restart the last time, but we can't, still can't slip. We gotta nail it. Have a good shot to move forward. So I think we'll give our second best restart right here. And, hope for the best. Plenty of fuel. Hopefully the tires hold up there. Seem like they're pretty good for a lap or 2 once they cool off a little bit. So just gotta keep doing what we've been doing this whole event, and it should be good enough. Hopefully, I know he's faster, and I fully expect to send here if he gets in position. We just gotta try our best to not allow that to happen. Be ready for it. If we get hit, hopefully save it. Don't end up like 8th, which would suck after this.
play, mate. You're full of crap.
Good race, Sylvain. Good run. That was a good strategy call. I made a mistake, but I appreciate you not just running me over, buddy. That was a good run.
No, Justin, you are a very good driver. I want fun with you. Just me and tight with you. You the space for me. It's not possible to pass you, and you go there. You fun. Thank you, Justin. Good win.
Thanks.
Good win, Justin.
Hey.
Good win. That was a good race, everybody.
I'm being 2 laps down.
Yeah, good win. Nice race, guys.
Good race. Really pathetic.
All right, we haven't won anything in a little while, so that's good. Alright, we like that. We like winning, obviously. We like having fun too, but we like winning, especially since I haven't won anything in a while. So. Woo! Alright. Well, it worked out. Sylvain, I don't know if you remember, but a couple of, I guess it might have been like a year ago or maybe 2 years ago, we ran a C Open at Chicagoland, and you cut me a break and saved both of our races. So I really appreciate you running me clean, man. You definitely had me covered there at the end.
You're welcome, Justin. Take care for the next race. Maybe now I'm win. Bye, Justin. Good weekend.
Thank you, sir. You too. All right, we like that. That was fun. Nice to race a good driver, smart driver, clean driver. And we got 0x, frickin' finally, after all the street stock races and all the late model stock crap we've had recently, and getting killed from Carb Cup and Pickup Cup the last couple times out. It's good. It looks like we ran 127 last. We led 126 of them. Yeah. All right. So what do I have to go back and watch now? I wasn't exactly keeping up on what was going on.
Yeah, so the A-hole number 13 was just driving fine. We had no issues throughout the race, and then every time, if he was ahead, he would just run wide up into the barrier and sort of wreck himself. And then he'd get on the thing and cuss as if it was like, as if somehow he'd been touched or we'd had an incident. It's all about him wrecking himself and getting angry. And then the A-hole number 10, you watch my lap 126, 2 guys wreck in front of me, and he calls me out. Just because that other A-hole's calling me out. He's just piling in just for being a jerk,
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, you know how these things get, especially I think we made the wrong pit call, honestly, but, it gets crazy.
Yep, and Barry just ran me over completely. You can see that wreck.
10-4. I'll give it a watch. Good race, man. That was fun.
I put myself in position to finish really, top 4. That's all I was caring about, and I just got run over by jerks with 2,000 and below iRating. Just absolute jerks.
All right.
Yeah, watch my lap 120. That's more piling in about absolute BS because the 13 was running its mouth.
For the entertainment
Watch my lap 120.
Just a slight wall touch
just
for
get
some
run over by the
there,
7.
This is what I want.
Gave him the full lane, just no brains, can't race, around here.
That's a good picture. I like that. All right. All right. Entertainment tonight. ET. And then we'll go watch that stuff because I'm entertained by it at the very least. So. Let's see, paste, save as C Open. Apparently it's not the first C Open one I've had there, because it's not the first picture I tried to call that. All right, this dude's on lap 120 is, I guess, when it started, which is whatever. Just that 1x wall tap, which, again, just a mistake by me looking around. Oh, 120. I got nothing better to do, so let's be entertained by all this. So this is after the water restarts to 7. Yeah, he pretty much gets run over. I mean, look at where when they make contact, where the other guy is, and the 3's basing off of that. The 7 did run him over here. He has a valid point about that. He got stuck behind the pace car there. I'm not sure it was intentional, but he definitely ran you over. I'm just not quite paying attention to where the guy in front of him was, and just drove through your left rear. Like I said, you know how these things get. Oh geez, everybody's dying there at the last lap. The 11 hooked him in the fence. Good grief, this dude went through it in the last 2 laps. I don't know how that wasn't a caution. I was prepared for another green white checkered. I was gonna have one more restart trick left going late, but looks like Frank had some big damage to. And what happened with him in the 13 there? I want to see what lap that was. 13, where am I looking? This guy. He ended up 4th after all that. At some point, these two get into it, it looks like. All right. Where is the 13? It must have been the caution before this. 13 versus 3. Oh, God, many laps under caution. We ran many laps under caution. I would not be surprised if we ran 35 laps under caution this race. I'll have to look back at it. But so yeah, before that, what happens here? This is like the previous caution. All right, so they're cruising here. This is like for 4th and 5th. He's going to the top, kills himself. Okay, interesting, because he was trying to junk him. This is all very interesting, that many things that happened here in this race, apparently, that I missed while I was enjoying my nice clean time out front, evidently. So, I mean, honestly, again, between myself and the 3, I know that I had the restarts working out in my favor, but we were sitting ducks there, which sucks. I'm not going to watch this whole thing, but we were kind of sitting ducks, which, again, kind of sucks, because it didn't really give me a chance to see what we needed, but this is what I want, race events. 9 cautions, 42 laps, yeah, so there we go. Just under 2K SOF. We did get 30 iRating out of it, though, which is kind of more than I expected, and 0.23 SR, much welcomed. Thank you very much. We led 126 of 127 laps. I don't think we had the best lap. No, we did not by any means. They ran some pretty good ones at the end there on those fresh tires, so. 13 is already was, yeah, like 890, 870, something in there, which again isn't a pure, show of what your skill is or anything, but you know how it is. Alex had a 4.99 before that. I'm not sure I'd run Martinsville if I had a 4.99, but whatever. RL Richard came back to gain iRating after he got absolutely killed like halfway. Second half of that race took a long time. There were a lot of cautions, a lot of things that went on, a lot of restarts, but it looks like we had the initial start and then 9 restarts and braved every single one of them from the front and made it work. So I can't complain. It was a hectic hour and a bit, so thanks for spending quite a bit of time with me. I hope it was enjoyable, and it was a good first time back, so I'm happy with that. So thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you drop a like and a sub down below. Don't want you to miss any of the action coming up from iRacing, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, or anything else I may post. So I hope it was as enjoyable as it was crazy for me to drive. But until next time, bye.